Hello and welcome. Once again, we are loading into Battle Start. Love it. Round 3, third game. We're climbing the ladder. We're up in our combat power, our ranking. Oh, I do have to check. I don't think that my camera is covering anything. We're in the battle, but Rhino reinforcement on free on round 3. Oh, okay. Somebody had that last time. Giants don't consume stuff when being unlocked. Speed of all units is increased. I like the idea of going for a Fang build because in our last what did he go for? Marksmans and Mustangs. I didn't see Marksmen and Mustangs. 50 additional supply per round. Okay, he's going eco build. So these tanks are pretty slow. I'm pretty sure my marksmen are slow too. Or not my marksmen, but my fangs. 6 meters per second, 7 meters per second. Yeah, I don't love this, I gotta say. But we got some straight lines. We'll throw you kind of more center. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna unlock the marksman, and we're gonna buy a couple of marksmen because he is all kind of heavy units. We'll put them here. Marksmen have a speed of 8, so they're only slightly faster than the tanks. So somewhere like here is fine, and here. And we're hoping to kind of swamp the enemy. I almost want the marksman to go first. It's funny. It's like it's funny I say. The tanks that they have. Is this really lined up? Okay, it is. The tanks that they have mess with our little units, and the marksmen mess with our tanks. Okay, so they spent money on these missiles in the very first round, which is interesting. It's going to do an incredible job. They are going to win the first round, but that is $100 that they won't have permanently in the future, which is interesting. They did take the guy that gives them 50 additional points per round, right? So maybe that's a price they're willing to pay. Especially because they just won this round. They're going to get a bunch of damage on us. And they're going to try and keep that momentum. But I would argue they don't know how well their team is performing because they don't... they didn't actually, like, fight us. They just think they fought us. Shield devices, no. Mass-produced Phoenix, no. Mass-produced Fortress, maybe. Redeployments, I don't really need. Sorry, who did I pick in the first? I did pick a giant specialist. So I can get the Fortress for like 0 basically to unlock it. I could get it this turn. But I kind of want to wait. What do you guys have? Movement speed, range, ignite. 6% HP for 2 seconds. That's pretty cool. In here, I have the shooting squad, which gives our marksman companions of equal level to them. So I really want to level up the marksman and the fangs. But yeah, okay. Let's do that. We'll just keep kind of leveling them up for a minute. I'm going to put this marksman a little bit further to the side and this marksman as well. The purpose of that is so if they do end up spawning anything on the flanks to get us, we'll have a way of countering it or fighting it. And then here, let's get the additional health. It's like a technology that you get once, and you just have a permanent increase to health. Again, he's buying these missiles, which again is going to be a good counter on my units. And again, he's going to win. And I guess he could do that every time, but I don't know, man. I don't think it's going to work out for him so well. I think that eventually he's going to shoot some missiles at some things that don't really make a lot of sense. Though I guess I don't have much health. I have half his health. Giant hunters. Mass-produced overlords. I would not mind a mass-produced overlord. Again, I can unlock them for free because they're a giant. So I do this, I unlock the Overlord, and now, I mean, I can deploy 2 of them. I'm okay with this. Again, even if he wants to send a missile my way, I'm not even sure. How much damage does the missile do? Dealing 5,000 damage, and you have 13,000 health. So, if I summon these Overlords up front, I don't want to send them too far forward. But this seems to make sense to me. Now their missiles should hit the Overlord. I'm gonna put them just a scooch forward. And there we go. So here comes the missiles. This one should hit my Overlord. They are, you know what they are getting that is a benefit to me is that they are getting more experience on their units because their units are surviving. But there you go. They've damaged my Overlords. They are sending a bunch of Mustangs, which can do damage, absolutely. But you know what? That's fine. What's this? They spawned a couple of squads behind me. Good to know. Now, I do have a lot of units left that even if these squads kill both my bases, I think I win. Like, we have absolutely just got more units on the board right now. And what's interesting is that with mass-produced Overlords, we could just turn them into factories, crappy little factories, and spawn 2 more in the back lines back here, and do some fun stuff there. We absolutely don't need. I really wanted to do the shooting squad thing this round, but it's the right ability for the wrong game. You know, it's cool, but we just don't need it. And look at this. Without their missiles blowing up all of my tank lines and stuff in the very first rounds, they got nothing. They got nothing. Skill specialist, we're not doing that. Stormcaller, tank production run, giant units only, 2 sledgehammer tanks every 13 seconds. So that seems like a good time to build a fortress. We'll make him go over here, and we're going to give him the tank production. So if we upgrade our tanks, he will be upgraded as well. And then what we'll do is over on this side, we'll cover it with a freaking Overlord. Suck it. Let's see what he does. He's doing more one-time purchases, missiles, and shield generators. Again, I think that's fine if you really want to win a round. But what's happening is he's falling behind on the economic game. Like, he's absolutely not... like, yeah, sure. This you might win another round. You might win a couple of rounds. But you need to kill me completely, right? Ooh, and this produced sledgehammers the very first round, too. Yeah, that's incredible. So that's cool. We're gonna get the factory for the wasp. It's produced 4 wasps, right? So if I can mass produce Overlords, then we can get mass produced wasps in effect. Like, there's such a, like, these Overlords, like crazy aerial units, right? But then when you put a wall of wasps in front of them, like, people have to fight those first. So I think that will be fine. I just need to figure out what is the counter to Overlords, because I don't really know what it is. Tech Specialist, this is what I really like. Or decrease the manufacturing cost of giant units. But I plan on getting a lot of techs. So bam, bam. And then in here, Mothership. It only costs 250, which is lovely. And we can upgrade both of our snipers that are here. And I'm still going to put these guys kind of further back, because what I want them to do is produce wasps. Like, I just need them to stay on the field alive. So what's he doing here? He got rapid deployment to get an additional unit built this turn, and he's going heavy on the Phoenix. Makes a lot of sense. I do have 2 snipers that can shoot in the air, and all of my fangs can shoot in the air. But they're all low level. They don't have much experience or anything, so he's getting upgrades for them too. So they have quantum reassembly, which is good because they have the ones behind that can... So quantum reassembly, we got it in a previous round, and it allowed the phoenixes to be respawned, basically. What's he doing now? Jeez, he's doing a lot. Okay, he's buying all of his upgrades. Yeah. Cool. So this has now become an air war again. He's buying a lot of shields. If he's really going to do this air war, I might get Mustangs with the aerial thing. I don't know. We're getting a lot of AoE QQQs here. Maybe just more overlords, quite frankly. Like just in the back lines. Fortress is walking along, doing its thing. They've got a lot of snipers. We need more like multi-targets, I think, because the snipers that they have, the marksmans, are getting a lot of damage on me. And now that they blew up my base, I'm just doing a way lower shot, and the Phoenix can rebuild themselves in 20 seconds. So good on him. He's turned this around. I wouldn't mind kind of going all in on like a big win this round. Lightning Storm. Big, slow, and damage. It's quite large, actually. So we'll do that. That was expensive. Then we get another aerial frickin' base. And then another. That or a Mustang. But if I get the aerial base, I have enough left. I have 200 left. What would I get with 200? Range is 250, unfortunately. I think I just all in on overlords right now, quite frankly. Or no, wait, I do have enough for this. Okay. So do I want to give you guys more range? Not really. I think I just want to get some upgrades, more health, more tankiness, more damage. We do have a sentry missile. We can go ahead and put that down. If I put it in the center, it might kill all of their Phoenix Psi. So let's see what happens here. He did build 2 shields, and the shields basically counter the missile. Oh, never mind, they survived. But they're in a lightning storm, so I don't have high hopes for them. They have enough snipers that this is annoying. But every time we build an overlord, we also build a Wasp. And do you know how we actually would win this? Is that we should just get... I think we have already won it. But if we had lost it, I would have bought a Wasp and upgraded the Wasp. So that would have actually made my units much stronger. Look at them trying to respawn, but every time they do, they get blown up first. Bam, 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 bam. 1,600 overkill. And I think that's just because he did so many one-shots. Like, instead of buying a missile one time, buy missile artillery, you know? And then that will be there every round. Unless you're trying to win, like I was just there, where I bought the big lightning storm and the other thing. But let's return to lobby and let's see what we got. Bing. Oh my god, combat power. It's so much power. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.